Pierre is now a master spearman and can crush massive hordes with one spear in a flash. He can take whatever loot he wants, when he wants. Okay, well, we are back once again at this huge shopping centre, looking to finish the job. You can see we've already put a couple of days into it. We've already spent a couple of hundred, killed a couple of hundred zombies, and this area is largely clear. If it wasn't for the fact that we've got an unknown hostile wanderer out somewhere, this thing would be an absolute breeze. But we need to be wary, we need to be on our guard. But I'm hoping that today will be pretty straightforward and we will be walking out of here with a lot of loot. There are a lot of locations to check out. Pierre's got 2 spears with butter knives on the end, which basically seems to make him unstoppable. But a spear isn't much use against a guy with a gun, and there could be a hostile wanderer. You know what, in fact, we just scout out the area. We just cruise around in the ambulance and just scout out the area, see if the hostile wanderers are out and about. This shopping centre is absolutely massive. There are still a lot of locations to search through. Look at those shelves, absolutely chocker full. Somewhere though, potentially is a hostile wanderer, or 2 or 3. Let's actually take out those zombies. Ooh, that's actually quite a lot though. I've got to say though, with the spear level 10, I mean, it really is just, we can basically make our own katana godlike weapons now. So oh wow, that didn't last very long. Oh wow, okay, so yeah, I guess we're not godlike after all. But groups of 9-10 zombies now, they're just easy. They don't hold any fear for Pierre at all. Okay, and we are quite a ways from their van though, which is never a good idea. And these things, I suppose I could retrieve the butter knife. Does that? Yeah, so we'll just drop that and we'll just keep the spear going for a little bit longer. Let's just take a little step inside. What is this place? I mean, I just can't believe just how well stocked those shelves are. But you know what, let's start from the beginning. Let's be systematic. Let's go. No, let's just stick to the plan. Got some keys. The plan was, let's not get distracted. That's definitely the plan. The plan was to do a little bit of a cruise around. So let's head back to the main road, do a full circle of the building. I would really like to answer the question of whether there are any hostile wanderers around. Well, I'm not seeing anything, just a few ragtag groups of zombies. I'm just going to actually drive on inside. What is this place? Okay, so we've got underground parking. I think we've got another sort of shopping precinct with apartments on the top. So we're probably going to still get a steady flow of zombies coming out from the building. But I mean, we could be here for days, really waiting for a hostile wanderer to show. If they spawned inside the building, it's a massive building by the way, 5-6 stories high, but if they'd spawned inside, which increasingly seems like the case, they must have got swarmed by zombies almost instantly. We're going to start by this place. Now I think we've gone through all the shelves, but I'm not sure because I'm looking at the shelves and there's quite a lot of stuff still on the shelves there. So let's find out. Let's switch to our trusty nightstick. There's so much loot here. These shelves look so well stocked, but let's switch to a nightstick. Let's grab a bag. Let's see, we got 4 duffel bags. Can we fill them all up today with loot? I hope so. So I think maybe I might have missed this run of shelves because it still looks really full. No, it's just full of tat that we don't want or need. I think we cleared the shop floor then. Did we try these? I think we did, yeah. Let's see if we can find a back storage area. Here we go. Here we go. More prospect for food. More prospect for danger though with all of these blind corners. And I'm going to keep a real keen ear out for anything that might indicate a bandit. Oh, where do these zombies come from? Let's just not get cornered. Okay, now we've got the space. We can back up when we need to rather than get cornered. It makes things a hell of a lot easier. Definitely sounds like there's a lot of zombies nearby, doesn't it? Need to be on our guard here. Could have zombies come in from multiple directions at any point. Oh no, like that. Oh my god. Oh, we had one in front of us and one behind us then. That was a dicey moment. We've been looking to get some quick kills here. I'm not going to be looking to check out the apartments. I'm just going to be looking to raid the commercial areas. The apartments will be sort of really claustrophobic and potentially really problematic. So, risk reward, we want to just... Oh my god, where do these guys come from? Honestly, risk reward, I just want to stick to the shops. They'll be open, they're on the ground floor, and there'll be potentially a lot of loot still to claim. Okay, well that is the supermarket cleared, and we've all got so much. I mean, that is a great start. We've walked away with 2.5 bags full of almost entirely food. This stuff here, yeah, nothing that we want or need there at all. Let's move on. Okay, so let's see what we can find in the units over the road. We got a restaurant, we got a couple of other shops that again seem to be well stocked. We'll take that bag, maybe we'll need it. What have we got here? I'm hoping that this day will be straightforward, that we've killed the overwhelming majority of zombies and we can just roll around scooping up all the loot that Pierre's worked hard for. Ooh, so we've got a general store, a little... Ooh, we haven't got one of those. We do not have one of those. I'm not sure if we're going to ever actually need it. Definitely want those. But of course there will always be the odd zombie around to just be a bit of a nuisance, be a bit of a threat, but more of a nuisance than a threat. Okay, well I guess this is some sort of car repair place because we've got almost entirely car repair stuff, funnily enough. Let's just have those gummy worms, why not? But that is a good start. That is a good start. We've gone into a couple of locations. We've got a decent amount of food. We've also found some radios. So we've got a couple of spare batteries, trying to build up those reserves of batteries because we always seem to leave the torch on. We always seem to be running out of batteries. This bag is almost full, but not quite. Let's move on and see if we can fill it up. Okay, well, we've got a restaurant and I was thinking we're probably not going to find much, but then I saw this. We got a bar. A bar means beer and peanuts and chips. Almost missed all the stuff on the tables. There's actually quite a lot. Okay, let's quickly check out the kitchen. We found a lot of beer, a lot of alcohol, so we're quite overweight at the moment. That is already one bag full. I'm not even going to bother going out there. Why look for trouble? We definitely, I think we might actually need a corkscrew. Okay, well there's a lot of chips, a lot of wine and beer, and we've actually got quite a lot of stock of alcohol now, so I kind of think that maybe at some point Pierre should have a little bit of a party. But that is one... Where do these zombies come from? They always, every time you come out to your van, there's always a couple of zombies just standing around waiting, and it's like, where the hell did these guys come from? That is one bag full already. There is still a lot to explore. Okay, so we've got a barber shop. I'm going to leave that entirely. I mean, that's just going to be a little bit of a waste of time. We've still got real full units on this side. Ooh, we are almost out of gas. We are almost out of gas. How did I let that happen? Okay, we got really small shops. Ooh, we'll take the hair gel in case Pierre feels like a redesign of his hair, but I think this is going to be... That looks like some sort of pharmacy. No, we got some medical stuff as well. All useful stuff. We're finding so much. This could be, in terms of loot, this could be a record-breaking day. This could be the best day ever. Ooh, this could be another pharmacy type area. One thing it is a little bit darker than I'd like. Ooh, do have some gear. Do we have any useful gear? This is just going to be for the apartments. That's going to be a toilet. Yeah. Okay. So what have we got here? We've got... Can we use any of this stuff? Can we pick up that thing? We can't. It's just for show. But we do have a hospital bed. I think I might take that. Not right now. Let's just make sure the outside is clear. We'll drop off our bag. But I think we'll grab that hospital bed. We'll add it to our hospital base, which is still a little bit of a work in progress. Man, it is already 8 o'clock. It's getting dark already. But yeah, I like the fact that where did these guys come from? I like that hospital bed having some straps on it. It's a little bit of an interesting, different dynamic, shall we say. Oh, we've got another interesting little shop with well-stocked shelves. It is small though, so just making sure that we're not surprised by a group of zombies coming around the corner. Those guys, oh, just where do they come from? Honestly, where do they come from? Just the one though. At least I hope so. Let's just check. Attracted to the noise of the fighting. But just the one. Just the one. Okay, let's head back in. Let's clear out the shelves. I do find these small areas. Ooh. That is a surprise. We not got farming 3? No, we must have read that, right? Just a library, but I don't think we're going to find anything we need. No, that is the smallest sort of post office, maybe? Let's just move on. Let's move on. Got a few more zombies to take care of, but we're going to try... It's pretty emphatic. We're going to do these remaining last few shots that are outside. I sort of jinxed it, didn't I, by saying this could potentially be the best loot run ever, because all of a sudden the pickings are slim. We're finding a lot of stuff we don't really want. Okay, we've got a bakery again. There's not going to be much here. Could find some flour maybe in the kitchen, and we'll be it's dark. It's dark. Could be useful supplies for making bread, but no. Okay, we've got a few more units to check out, and then we'll come back in the morning. Again, we've got some more zombies, but you can tell we've cleared the area mostly. There's just a few odd 2 or 3 zombies probably just sort of coming out from the building to see what all the commotion was about and realised they missed all the fun. General store, hardware store. There's so little stuff we genuinely need now. We can afford to be choosy. Okay, we're a bit of an odd store, this one. It's got a bit of everything. Books, tools, hardware stuff. Even found a little bit of food. It's dark. Even found a little bit of food and some bandages as well. Real mix. Do we want to take that? Probably not. I don't know, I just picked that up. Okay. Can't have too many seeds if you want to survive the long term. We've got one more unit to check. And it's a closed store. It's a closed store. Yeah, okay. Well, I think it's been a successful day. But we need to come back in the morning. Should I try and... This vehicle looks beautiful. I really like the look of this vehicle. It's not in the best shape. That's a shame. We'll keep an eye out though for any vehicles that look like they're in really good condition. But for now, there's going to be it for this day. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Okay, next morning we are back to finish the job, and let's hope it all goes to plan, it all goes smoothly. It is a quiet, uneventful day. I mean, that should be the case, right? I mean, you can see there's barely a zombie left standing. But of course, there's always a couple. There is always a couple. Okay, let's just see if there's any following in the noise of the van. Of course there is. One thing I didn't really think about with the barbers just to the left there, does have some treatment tables. So it looks like we won't have to go back on a long road trip to find a hospital or a medical centre of some sort. We've got everything we need just in this little area. We can grab a treatment table from there, from the barbers, and we can grab one last hospital bed from this medical area just over there. And I'm kind of thinking, you know what, let's just do that now. Let's just do that now, because I am bound to forget. I'm very likely to forget otherwise. So let's just drop that bag. We've got plenty of room to put in the trunk while it's quiet, and while we remember, let's grab a few more bits, and these will be the last remaining pieces of the hospital jigsaw plan. Okay, well, let's make it easy though. Let's back right on up to the medical facility. Doctor's surgery. Wasn't that place, was it? Was it this one? Yes. We could first take this medical drawer as well, actually. Okay, let's make this quick. I'm hearing a lot of banging. We're in a little bit of a potentially dangerous situation here. Oh, I found out there was a zombie so close. I was convinced as soon as I went out that door there'd be a zombie standing there, because there almost always is. We got away with it this time. That's some really useful gear there, but the trunk is now almost full. Well, now we've got to turn our attention to this indoor shopping area, which could get a little bit dicey at times. I'm very risk averse. I do not like being inside buildings. Put that there. But the lure of all this loot is too great a temptation to pass up. I mean, look at those shelves. I'm going to stick with the nightstick because we need a one-handed weapon. Okay. Let's grab a bag and let's get some more loot. Okay, well, before I commit and go inside, actually, let's just get some more light on this situation. I'm going to walk the corridor, just assess the situation, make sure we don't get overwhelmed and get cornered whilst we're in one of these shops. Ooh, this staircase. This staircase could be a problem. Yeah, they're going to come down in response to the noise. There's no way I'm going up there, for sure. Or should I? Do you think there'd be more shops up there? Or do you think... Man, sounds like a lot of zombies. Do you think it would just be apartments? It's an unusually big staircase for apartments. I think I might... Is the temptation too great though? Oh no. We're going to have zombies reacting to the noise of the fighting. That's why I'm doing it at the bottom of the stairs. Entice down any zombies that might be just standing at the top. Can't hear anything. We're going to run. Oof. That is a crazy big staircase. The hell? What is this place? We got a boxing arena? What the hell? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued with this place. I was expecting it to be just apartments, but what is this? It is very dodgy. Getting distracted again. Why are all these places just empty? We've got a generator. Actually, I do need one of these. Wow. What, I was expecting just apartments. What is this place? Let's not risk it right now. Let's make sure the area is properly clear downstairs. Don't need any more gas cans. Getting distracted again. Ooh, ooh, wow. Do I want a third sledgehammer? How can I not pick up a sledgehammer? But this place is kind of weird. Now we've got apartments, right? Okay. What have we got here? We've got a big walkway. A big atrium with more shops. Okay, let's get back out on the street. Who knows what problems there are downstairs. We could have our van surrounded by hostile wanderers. Let's just focus on what we want. What we've come here for, and that is loot. Well, the corridors are pretty clear for now. That can change in an instant, especially with us running around into all sorts of new areas. What have we got over here? This building is incredible. I love it. It is so unique. It is massive. It is stuffed full of loot though. Okay, this, we've got a bookstore with a bar. No, we've just got a bookstore. Honestly, I do not think we need a single book. It sounds a little bit arrogant, but I think that's true. I think we've got every book you will ever need. Those shelves look empty. This guy is... Now, is this the mystery solved? Is this the mystery solved? This looks like a hostile wanderer because they've got interesting gear. They've got a propane torch and a military camo pants and a magazine. That just doesn't feel like the loot that a zombie would be carrying. Let's grab those. So I think, yeah, I was right in my conclusion. The hostile wanderers didn't make it out the building. Okay, well, so far things are kind of going exactly as I'd hoped. And that's with basically just Pierre strolling around undisturbed, unmolested, and just, yeah, picking up all the loot that he wants to find. We found some fishing tackle, a garden fork, all sorts of useful stuff. What I'm really looking forward to getting into is that place. Look at those shelves. I have left it till last. It wasn't intentional, but we could be finishing on a high. Ooh, look at this. Finally, we got a video store. We've got a video store. Wow. And of course, we've got Dog Goblin DVDs, videos. We've got to take those. Not many skill videos, just 3 or 4. I'll find in the back. Could we get the full series of the Dog Goblin? We've got 1, we've got 3, but not 2, which is a shame. But we've got 3, I think 3 cooking videos and 3 exposure survival, which is really, really useful for trapping and fishing. That's really good. I heard these guys on the other side of the wall, so I was expecting them. Things couldn't have gone much better today. We've got another full bag, almost. Let's just grab another completely empty one. Yeah, hopefully fill it up in just a couple of hours. Okay, well, I missed this back storage area of the clothing store. Not much of interest, but it does have some metal lockers. I did want a metal locker. So while we've got the opportunity, while there's no zombies around. Okay, well, I've actually got enough space to grab a second one. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, well, let's finish the job. Hopefully, we've saved the best till last. Wow. That is a lot of fishing gear. But I was hoping for food. It is a general store with generally a lot of good stuff. There is a lot of stuff I'm going to leave. I don't need things like hammers and maybe boxes and nails. Always want seeds, always want fishing tackle, but I can stock up on metal sheets for repairing vehicles, but also wire. I do need a lot of wire for building some better traps. Okay, well, it's getting to that point where we're running out of space. We've managed to find, look at this, 2 garden forks. We can have a lot of fun with those, but I'm also picking up screwdrivers as well, because I think they're actually really effective additions to spear. We found a couple of wood axes, but we've almost ran out of space. But this, look at this. I mean, have you ever seen such well-stocked shelves ever? This is like the very first day. Okay, well, this bag is full. We might not have enough space in the trunk to put it in. We don't. We don't. So we're pretty stuck with regards to gear. Do I want to drop one of these metal lockers? Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to drop this bag on the floor and leave it there. I mean, even I can't forget that, right? Have we got any more bags? I think we might have to grab... Some of these bags aren't entirely full. This is the emptiest one. But I'm just going to double bag it. We don't have enough space to put any all our bags in the trunk, so we might have to carry them both in our hands. There's just too much good loot to leave lying around. Okay, well, this bag is full. There's still gear to take, so we're just going to have to fill up our main backpack as well. Okay, well, we've taken what we needed. I know the shelves still look really well stocked, but we don't need hammers or boxes and nails or saws. We've got so much of that gear already. We've got 5 or 6 welders masks. We don't really need anything else. We're leaving a lot of stuff behind, but we are taking a lot of stuff. We are walking away with a lot of stuff. I think we found four garden forks. Actually, there might even be a back storage area. We've been in that area already. It is blocked. Okay, what is in here? Ooh, more storage. More storage, which means more loot. But this time, not good loot, just plaster and planks. Wow. You know what? I'm kind of thinking, shall we take this? Would that look out of place in our library? It's a comic book shelf. We've got a lot of comic books, well, sort of literary magazines, skill magazines, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, we've got a lot of gear. Got a lot of gear. We can... Oh, I thought that was a zombie there. It's just a bike. Let's put this in the trunk. Where is it? Got enough space for that. But we're going to have to double bag it. But we are walking away from this place with so much loot. It's incredible. There we are. That indicates just how much loot we've got. The trunk of this ambulance is full, pretty much. 169 units. The shelves, the seats, full. I suppose we could use the glove box. We've got a bag in each hand. There is no way we're going to be stopping. It is time to get back to base. We are driving all the way home. Nothing is going to stop us. Okay, we've made it back to base without incident. There was barely any zombies around. Let's just, you know what? It kind of feels symbolic. We're going to shut these gates. And there's part of me is thinking, will we ever need to open them again? I mean, what else more could the outside world offer Pierre? I'm really not sure. Okay, I'm just unloading all the gear and look at it. It is a lot of gear. It's going to take a couple of days potentially just to even unload it all and store it away in the proper places. 5 bags of loot. We're also carrying quite a few extra bits and pieces in our backpack as well. We've got the shelves. What is that? That is just one of the bags on the floor. We've got the shelving as well and the extra bits for the hospital. You know what? Let's just get those in place now. Let's grab these. Well, I gotta say, for once, everything went as planned. Everything went exactly as I hoped it would. That is so rare. Okay, well, there we are. That's all the gear unloaded. And I gotta say, finding all of this furniture for the hospital was an unexpected bonus, and I was not expecting it to be sort of completed. We got 2 metal lockers, we got the weighing machine, we got the blood bags, We could probably do with a couple more blood bags, maybe. And let's just pick this one up. We got another lot of medical tool drawers. We got the hospital bed in the corner. We couldn't get this patient chair the right way round, no matter how many times I tried. That was kind of frustrating. We could probably do with one more blood bag, and then it really would be complete. But I gotta say, it looks good, doesn't it? We got the posters. Ironically, we put the eyesight poster behind the metal locker. We'll have to move that. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And let's just take a moment to reflect, to marvel at the huge amount of gear we found. Look at this. We found everything. We found seeds, food, tools, VHS tapes. The only thing we didn't pick up, I suppose, were clothes. But look at all of that food. In fact, let's just have some chips. Now, it's incredible. What an incredible haul. I must get that in place as well. In fact, let's put it on now. We need to probably attach a light to it, but we picked up a lot of different lights. But look at this, more food, VHS tapes, a third sledgehammer. We are rich. Fishing tackle, car battery charger, more food, alcohol, batteries, gas cans, bags, metal sheets, wire, just anything and everything. What a haul. It's just going to take so long just to unload it all, but what an incredibly successful loot run. And as I said, I'm not really sure what else to offer the outside world as. And I don't know why I'm talking like Yoda either. That's going to have to be it for today's episode. Has Pierre come to the end of his adventure? Is he set up for life? Maybe there's a few more loot runs, a few more challenges we can undertake. But for now, there's going to have to be all. Smash that like button, sub, hit the notification bell, comment, really engage with the video, show your support. But for now, that's going to have to be all. Peace.